Hey channel, good morning, welcome back. We are off to breakfast again this morning on this beautiful Sunday morning. Hope you guys had a great week. Thank you so much for joining me yet again. You can see I have a passenger again today. My son will be joining us for breakfast, but notably absent from breakfast will be Cruiseman. He and his better half are off heading towards a cruise to do what they do for their other channel. So no Cruiseman this morning, but curious who's going to show up. A little meet and greet this morning. You know, I've been really blessed with this channel to have met some of the best people in this Goldwing family, this Goldwing fellowship, and not just limited to Goldwings. But there are people I've met that are just salt of the earth. I mean, salt of the earth. Larry in Canada, Mac in Tennessee, Cruiseman, and of course, Road Glide, my good friend Road Glide. Tom from Tom's Adventures, Tom's Goldwing Adventures. Mike Toohey in Tennessee. Ed Macedo in Massachusetts, good friend up there, sends me some homemade canned jellies from time to time. Oh my gosh, it's good. Thank you, Ed, appreciate that. Rich the Return Rider in Florida has great content, well thought out, good content. Thank you, Rich. Aiden from F6V Adventures, and man, what an apt name. His adventures are incredible. Mark from Mark's Garage. Man, you guys need to see Mark's Garage. This man has all the toys. I mean, all of them. Hey Mark, hope you're doing well. Bill from Grand Rapids, Michigan, who's come to breakfast. I've met Bill. Bill, thank you for your travels, and thank you for watching the channel. Nick Skirty and his wife Mary. Steve, GL1800, who has also come to breakfast. Thank you, Steve. Kevin in Fresno, and Bill Parker in Maine. So many good people. But there's also a few others, some new friends that I'm excited for you to meet. Let me introduce you to these new friends now.
Frank the Fact Checker. Frank, bless his heart, can't help himself. He listens to your video intently, maybe even twice. Like a puma in the tall grass, he's ready to pounce on any misstep. With his online degree and Google at his side, he will eloquently rip you a new one on every single point as he struggles in life to stay relevant. It's fun to purposely throw an incorrect stat in your video in anticipation of his comment. It's like asking AI to create a paragraph of irrelevance. Y'all pray for Frankie. Bad Day Brad. Poor Brad. By the time he's gotten around to watching your video, his day has gone south in a hurry. He's behind at work, probably because he's been watching YouTube all day. And his wife is pissed at him because his Dungeons and Dragons game pieces got caught in the vacuum cleaner again. And damn it, his ED meds didn't show up in the mail again today. So now he's finished watching your video. You know, the one with all the stinking positivity this and fellowship that. And now he's gonna comment and let you know how his day is all your fault. God bless you, Brad. We're all gonna pray for you. Hank the Hater. Wow, Hank. He hates everything and everyone. Bottle fed as a baby and passed on in the high school drama club tryouts. His blood type is B negative. Don't you even hint at anything political in your video because you are not on his side of the aisle. Hank, well, he hates everything about your video start to finish, and yet he watched the whole thing. Now he's spewing that hate back at you in the comments like a teenage girl. Here's a fun thing. Respond to that comment with a suggestion that he seek counseling. You'll get a Sith Lord paragraph back on how he's tried that, and it's all bullshit. Love you, Hank. God bless. Negative Nick. If there's a downside, Nick knows all about it. If there's a dark cloud inside that silver lining, well, Nick's going to remind you about that. The fly in the banana pudding, Nick is going to ruin it for everyone. Identifying risk and how he would never do it your way is his life's work. As my good friend Don Smith would say, you could produce a video on motherhood and apple pie, and Nick would have something negative to say about it. Poor Nick. He doesn't have many friends because honestly, who wants to hang around that? And even though he has virtually no experience in the subject matter of your content, he's going to tell you how it's all wrong. Like a black hole, devouring all light he comes across, Nick is a force to be reckoned with. Or maybe just deleted from the comments.
Okay, that was a little tongue-in-cheek, but man, if you have a YouTube channel, you have most likely met these guys. And I'm sorry. Anyway, they really came out of my last video where I did the, or one of my last videos where I did the review of the Rebel 1100. I mistakenly referenced it as a V-twin a few times, although when I ironed out the specs, I clearly said it was a parallel twin. But it made the feel and sound of a V-twin in my memory, and that's what I referenced a few times in the video, and I was corrected. Also, the screen was not a TFT screen, it was an LCD screen, so there again, I was corrected. Now, I'd hoped that my new helmet would have come in last week, but it didn't. It's a little bit back ordered, so it'll be next week. Also ordered my son a riding jacket, which did come in, but I'm going to wait to pick it up until I can also pick up the helmet. Got all of those from DFW Honda. If you haven't been out to DFW Honda and you're in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, you owe it to yourself to make a trip out there. Great place. Next topic. The new helmet comes with a double D connection ring. And I've had double D all my life until I got this Shoei Neotech 2 that I'm wearing now, and it has the ratchet system, which I have come to love. Now, this is not an invitation to debate the merits of either system and which is better and all that good stuff. It's a personal preference, and I've got mine, you've got yours. I like this ratchet system, but the new Shoei RF 1400 comes with a double D. Now, I went searching because I was sure it would be easy to exchange that. It is not. Shoei does not make interchangeable chin straps. They will not let you do it. I even reached out to Shoei and said, "Where can I buy this? I mean, can I, just an accessory, can I buy it and just exchange it out myself?" They said, "No, we don't sell it." I said, "Well, all right, maybe I will replace it with the one I have on my Neotech. Just swap it with the one I have on this Neotech 3. And they said, "Well, okay, but that will void the warranty on the helmet." I mean, they are dead serious about you not touching this chin strap. So, don't know what I'm going to do there. I may just live with the double D. Like I said, I've had it most of my life, and I'm comfortable with it. It does a great job. I just love this ratchet strap design as well. So, I'll probably just leave it alone. Don't want to void any warranties. Also, folks, another prayer request for some local family here in the Metroplex. Speed kills, and I see this, if not once a week, once every other week, on my feeds and social media, where somebody in the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex has been killed on a motorcycle. This particular one was due to excessive speed. And I'm telling you, speed kills, guys. Speed just kills. Y'all be safe out there. My prayers go out to this family. Next topic, Apple CarPlay. You guys may remember that recently I replaced my Carlin kit that was working okay but intermittently dropped out. I replaced it with the quad lock wireless dongle that has been absolutely flawless since the day I put it in. It has not dropped out once. I can highly recommend the quad lock. Now, I'm going to put a link to a video on how you set up Apple CarPlay on your Goldwing if you're interested. There was a very good video, I think, by a British YouTuber or dealership. So I'll put that out there for you guys to check out. There is, you know, the gist of it is that your helmet needs to be connected to the bike or some intercom system, whatever you have, needs to be connected to the bike, and the phone needs to be plugged into the bike. The phone in no way needs to be connected to your helmet, because that creates a loop that will drop one of the sides, and most often it drops the Apple wireless CarPlay. And we are blessed with green lights this morning, not stopping at all. Okay, I'll take that. Alright guys, well, we're going to get some coffee and we'll be back shortly with you.
Studio Pro. And what a difference. And that iMac Pro was the best power you could buy at the time I bought it.
Okay, Chris, you see what happens when you don't show up for breakfast? We may be the only souls here. Don and I just don't bring the same crowd. All right, well, as you guys can tell, we just finished breakfast. And it was a pretty sparse crowd today when Cruiseman is not there. But Jody joined us. Jody, welcome back. He's been here before. Fairly new to motorcycling and Goldwing, believe it or not. But has that beautiful 2024 white edition like Mac and Cruiseman have. It's a beautiful bike. And then of course Don Smith, the great Don Smith. So enjoyable every week with Don. And then my quiet son, who joined us today. So that was our crew today. Did you guys did you see Tom's latest video, Tom's Goldwing Adventures? He's had that ECU Flash put on his bike, and it was quite an ordeal, to be honest with you, to get the Flash installed. But after 3 weeks of attempts, it was on there and seems to be working. And his initial reports back were that it smoothed out the sport mode, made it less jerky, which has always been sort of my complaint with sport. You barely touch the throttle, it's either going to pull the bike away from you or throw you through the windshield. It smooths that out in sport mode, but it also adds power to the tour mode, and it eliminates the top end speed, which has always been limited. And so, yeah, I think it was a successful installation, and Tom is pleased with the outcome. And of course there will be more updates on it later. I'm curious how, you know, long term it works out for Tom. It's not in the cards for me yet, just simply because of the price. There's no doubt there's benefits, but the price is just high at almost $800. Not quite the value for me yet. It may be someday, but right now not the value. But what I did do recently, just yesterday as a matter of fact, is for the first time ever since owning this bike, I reset the DCT. What's it called? Reinitialized or whatever. Recalibrated the DCT. There's a function you go through on here that does that, and I can't tell that it made any difference, to be honest with you, but why not? Alright, well, if time permits today, I'm going to try to go out and get some drone footage of me and this bike, similar to what I did for Cruiseman a few weeks back. And then next weekend I actually have a photo shoot that I'm going to be doing. So I'm going later today to scout out the shoot location. I understand the lighting and the surroundings so I can better plan for that. But as always, guys, I certainly appreciate you joining me this morning, this weekend, and I hope you had a little chuckle with my new friends that I've made. But I also hope you understand the value of the old friends and the existing friends I have on this channel. I wouldn't trade them for anything. And I cherish these new relationships that we've developed. Really do. Okay, guys, we'll see you again next week. Until then, ride safe and God bless.